In business, as in life, the major difference between achieving success and falling short of our goals is mostly a function of vision. Carrie Acey, president and CEO of Mirinda, said it this way: "If I were starting a business today, I would surround myself with people of integrity who have great vision. These two qualities always lead to success." Consider the great business success stories in history. Very often at the center of these stories there was a visionary, someone who dared to imagine the unimaginable and had the courage to pursue their dream. Let me give you a few examples. In the early part of this century, an amazing invention came to light. It was called the automobile, and it had the ability to transport people faster and farther than anything ever known. It was, however, only affordable for the very rich, so it wasn't taken seriously as an answer to mass transportation needs. A man by the name of Henry Ford dared to imagine every household in the country with an automobile. His vision was that this invention would become commonplace and universal. It was a wild notion, and very few took him seriously. After a number of failures, Henry Ford discovered a process to produce the automobile in quantities that made it affordable for every working family. His vision became reality and literally changed the world. Highways became necessary, shopping patterns changed, drive-up windows were needed. The world became mobile. The entire worldwide economy changed. In 1886, an Atlanta pharmacist concocted a caramel-colored syrup in a kettle in his backyard. At the local pharmacy soda fountain, consumers first enjoyed the drink for 5 cents a glass. The first year's sales, less than $170, meant an average consumption of just 9 drinks per day. 5 years later, a visionary Atlanta entrepreneur, Asa G. Candler, imagining more than just a local soda fountain phenomenon, bought all the rights to the popular drink for just $2,300. He envisioned a time when his soft drink would be enjoyed by millions worldwide. Within just 9 years, the refreshing drink was available in every state and territory in the U.S. In 1919, Candler's company, known as Coca-Cola, was purchased for $25 million by a group of Atlanta investors. That same year, the company's stock was offered to the public for $40 a share. Just one of those original shares, assuming all dividends were reinvested, was worth about $6.7 million at the end of 1998. And what of Asa Candler's vision? Today, millions of people around the world enjoy over 1 billion servings each day of the product that started as a strange caramel-colored concoction with humble beginnings in Atlanta, Georgia. In 1954, a 52-year-old sales representative was looking for an opportunity. His idea at first was simply to sell milkshake makers to existing fast food outlets, but his vision rapidly expanded as he imagined a system of restaurants that would revolutionize the way food was served. His vision and dream led him to mortgage his home and to invest his entire life savings. In 1955, he opened his first restaurant in a small town in Illinois. His first day's revenues totaled $366.12. From that modest beginning, the chain of restaurants named McDonald's has grown into the worldwide leader in fast food service with revenues in the billions. But even with the tremendous financial success the company has enjoyed, its foundation in service is still the hallmark of McDonald's. Raymond Albert Kroch's vision, now a reality, was to revolutionize service. Appropriately enough, today each store sign proudly proclaims, "Billions and billions served." And finally, a more recent success story. Fred Smith, while a student at Yale University, received an assignment to write a business plan. Fred wrote up his idea for an overnight delivery service. The concept was based on a simple idea: create a central hub that all packages would pass through and funnel out of overnight. The idea was to simplify the logistics of routing packages and create a huge cost savings by centralizing operations. Well, this simple idea seemed a good one to Fred. His skeptical professors didn't agree. Fred submitted his paper and was awarded a C for his efforts. On April 17, 1973, 14 small aircraft took off from Memphis International Airport carrying 186 packages. On that night, a C-grade Yale term paper was transformed into a living, breathing company that soon would grow to become the largest express transportation company in the world. The new company, born of a simple vision of cost savings, high quality, and service, was poised to become an internationally recognized service provider. Volume increased steadily over the next decade, and in November of 1988, package volume reached 1 million a day. In 1990, the company, born of the vision of Frederick L. Smith and known today as Federal Express, became the first service company to win the Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, considered the Nobel Prize of Quality Assurance. FedEx now has stations in 213 countries around the world and processes an average of 3 million items daily, with planes traveling nearly 500,000 miles each day. FedEx's U.S.-based couriers log more than 2.5 million miles a day, the equivalent of 100 trips around the Earth. Since that day in April 1973, it's been up, and away for FedEx. Not bad for sea work. Each of these success stories is a story of great vision, the ability to think the unthinkable, to break paradigms, to redefine old perceptions and create a new reality. Visionaries don't accept things as they are today. They imagine how they might be tomorrow and next year. Visionaries are laughed at, sometimes get C grades, but are later held in the highest esteem.